And we are live. NashvilleLou Live is on the air. NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition. June 21st, 2023. It's your buddy Lou Pickney talking with you here. Got a tournament starting at the top of the hour, so let's get right to it. I'm going to show the tournament tree. This is for the late tournament. There was an earlier tournament today. We'll go over that in a bit. So I've got a matchup, it appears, with Buzz King in the first round. Several competitors got first round buys here, but I was not one of the fortunate few on that. So it looks like I'm taking on Buzz King. The winner of our match will face the winner of Brichter against JP66. I thought I saw Brichter's name on the earlier tournament, but that could have been a mistake, or maybe he wasn't able to compete. I'm just not sure. Hello. So that's starting top of the hour. Real quick, let's take a look at the tournament from earlier. In that, we saw Alea victorious over Buddha 3-0 in the final. These are best 2 out of 3 for the opening 2 rounds. Semifinals and final are best 3 out of 5. So for people familiar with blockchain brawlers, that's very similar to the format it's had, so it should be a good thing. Yeah, blockchain brawler tournament. This is the second of 2 today. This one's being presented by AtomicHub, by Wax, Blue Mint. So that's the tournament from earlier. As you see there, Buddha made it to the finals, but Alea victorious. That was the earlier matchups in the tournament. We'll close that on down. And so now I'm going to make sure I'm in the right spot as far as reopen my browser here and see if this will help me out. So it will be important for me to communicate with people in the Blue Mint Discord. So I'm going to need to restart this browser, which is why I give myself a little bit extra time as well. It's like there's always something when it comes to broadcasting. You'd be well served giving yourself just a little bit extra time. Alright, I pulled the Blue Mint Discord. That took me a moment. But hello. So I don't know if I need to wait till the top of the hour, but it'll be pretty close to it. So let me put this code in. Give me a moment, we can get started. This will be best 2 out of 3. Had a lot of fun yesterday with the coverage of the Warsaken Blitz tournament. This one a little bit different. I'm actually participating. I lost in the last round before the cut for the finals for Warsaken Blitz. We had some fun with the live matches to supplement what's going on in the tournament. So I'll bring the slate up for a moment. Give me an opportunity to switch over to the game. So we're going to get things going here in just a moment. So this is best 2 out of 3 taking on, hang on here, taking on Buzz King, who gave me a code, so I'm going to get that typed in, and we'll get things started. Here we go. NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition. This is the first round match, provided we get matched up here. Hope it'll cooperate for me. If not, we'll double back and try it again. type into the Blue Mint Discord is where these communications are happening, which is very convenient for tournaments. Trying to connect, but it's not showing you. Well, let me try a code. Maybe it'll work the other way. These codes sometimes are a bit temperamental, I found. But maybe it'll work this way, question mark. That's the spot, right? Yes. Okay, so Buzz King's going to try getting connected here. So hopefully this will work out. I'll give it a moment or two to get connected if that's going to be all set. It's just when I don't see an opponent's name down there, it's a... Okay, it's showing a joining room failed to join room. So this is not off to a particularly good start as far as that goes. Let's see, I'll put okay. Let me try a reset. Okay, so I finally got the back to menu button to pop up. Okay, well, not the end of the world. Bring the slate up and exit out of the app altogether. And I'll restart it. It might have been just sitting there too long, and I don't know. I haven't used this new version of the Blockchain Brawlers app enough to know how it responds to that sort of thing. So I'll get it restarted here, and if it was due to inactivity, then that at least shouldn't be a problem going forward with this. So this will be best 2 out of 3 against Buzz King in the first round. Hey Zeus, hello. I had some trouble with the connect code. Didn't really work either way, so we're trying it again. And hopefully this time we'll get it to work. I broadcast on a 90-second delay. Really have to do that with Blockchain Brawlers, in my experience. Okay, so Buzz King's resetting as well. Okay. All right. If I type it fast enough, get the code over there. Excellent. So Buzz King's ready for my code. Hopefully this will work. This is Blockchain Brawlers. Here we go. Hopefully this will get us connected. Maybe I just need to be patient. Here we go. So we're connected. Taking on Buzz King. This is match 1, round 1. I need to turn the audio down a bit. It's a hot crowd. Oh, well, I've got a hot draw here out of the gate. 7-8. Against a 4. That's a probable fold, but maybe not. Bet of 1. Fold. Okay. But just 1 point of damage. The cards are very strong, but it's the power meter that determines the damage dealt out in a given round of Blockchain Brawlers. Round 2. Extra card for my opponent for folding there. So 4 cards for my opponent, 3 cards for me. So 4 cards, a little more latitude there for my opponent. We'll go 3-8. The E special. Against a 3. So at worst, it's a push. Go bet a 3 here. You have a shared deck of 32 cards in Blockchain Brawlers, numbers 1 through 8. There's 4 of each. Bet of 1 by my opponent. You can call my bet of 3 or fold. And it's a fold. So I'll deliver just 2 points of damage, but winning with a 3 plate will boost my power meter from a 2 to a 5. With the 1 point boost for winning the round, an extra 2 point bonus for winning with a 3 plate. On the flip side, my opponent, by folding, has an extra card here for the next round. So 5 cards for my opponent, only 3 cards for me. Like a 4-1 flex, I will probably fold this. You've got an opponent that's folded 2 times in a row. Expecting to flex on them in a serious way with a 4-1 is you're asking a lot. So I'll fold here, protect my power meter in the process, and have 4 cards for the next round. Bet a 3 for my opponent with a 6 showing. 6-5 flex. Interesting. That's 2 points of damage. Cuts my lead to 23 to 22. 1 point boost to the power meter for my opponent for winning the round. My power meter of 5 was protected by the folds, and so I have an extra card as well, thanks to the fold. 5 cards for my opponent. 4 cards for me. I'm going to do the same thing. At 4-1, I'll probably fold it. Against an 8. You don't want to challenge an 8 with a 4-1 flex, I can tell you that. Flexing your first card higher than your second card. Bet a 3 by my opponent, who goes in for a teabag. 8-2 flex. So that's going to deliver 4 points of damage. If I would have gone in on that, if both sides are flexing in a showdown, it goes to the points. And so my opponent would have won that even if I hadn't folded. So I trail now 22-19. My opponent has a power meter of 3, but now I have 5 cards just like my opponent. All right, 7-7. I was thinking about a flex, but that could have been dangerous against a 3. Let's just go bet a 1 here, see if I can reset my opponent's power meter. Fold. Too much to hope on that, but it is 5 points of damage delivered, so I'll take the lead back. It'll be 19-17 into round number 6. By folding, my opponent has an extra card, so now it's 6 cards. My opponent's in a spot where they can fold and discard some or all of their hand and get cards to replace them. That's the way it works in blockchain brawlers. A great balance to it. So round 6, 6 cards for my opponent. Six-3 flex. Against a 7. If I sensed my opponent was going for like a fold discard, it might have been different. I'm not going to challenge a 7 with a 6-3, so I'll fold to get to 6 cards for the next round. Bet a 3 for my opponent. 7 showing. 7-5 flex. Wow. The flexing successful. 6 points of damage. My opponent retakes the lead. 17-13. Power meter of 4 for my opponent. My power meter of 6 protected by the fold. We each have 6 cards for round number 7. Seven 3 flex. Against an 8. Okay. Well, even if that's a flex, I still have 5 health points. Fold and discard everything, moving quickly. Got the AtomicHub Game Fest card backs in play here. Bet a 3 for my opponent with that 8 showing. 8-2 flex. Wow. Wish we would have tied the round. If I would have gone in for a bet of 3, I would have won the match there, so we would have tied the round. That would have been very odd. So I trail considerably now, 17-5. But I'll have 6 fresh cards for the next round. My opponent's got a power meter of 5. So it's a spot here where I really can't afford to fold unless I run into a double fold. If we were to both fold, I could get away with it here, but that's not what you really want to press. At the same point, if this goes to a bet of 3, I could win the match, potentially. There's all that rattling around in my head. Let's see. 7-5. Against a 2. Sell it big with a bet of 3, hope for a fold discard. It's a fold. That's going to be 12 points of damage delivered. We're going to be tied at 5. I'm going to have a power meter of 7, so I'll have the higher power meter. So we'll both be in a spot where we have a higher power meter than or equal to our opponent's health points. So we each have 5 health points remaining going to round number 9. My opponent's getting as many as 6 fresh cards. It doesn't show you how many they keep on the fold discard. Round 9. 6 and 6. Hope I run into a flex. Against the 6. I mean, if a 6-7 or 6-8, it beats me. That's the chance I'll have to take. Bet a 1. Bet a 3, I'll call it. Six 5 flex, I win the match. Wow. Yeah, I really like the AtomicHub card backs, Dr. Zeus. I agree. All right, so that's a match. Good game. So I lead 1-0. And we'll get things going with match number 2. It's 2 out of 3 for this first round matchup. Let me get that pulled up here in just a moment. Okay, so maybe I'll try again with it worked with me hosting it, so let's try that again. I don't know if my opponent's going to need any time to get ready, but type it on in there. I'll say whenever you're ready. I don't want to rush anybody. But I know we're going to be potentially up against it as far as with some people that had first round buys. So we'll see how this works out. So I lead 1-0. Okay, but no worries. Buzz King's going to restart the computer there, so, well. So we'll see what this is. Well. I guess that my opponent's here. Okay, here we go. I'll start strong. 5-7's pretty strong. Against a 5, I'd lose to 5-8. 5-7 would be a push. I'd beat anything else. Bet of 1. So it's a 5-1 flex. I win the round. It's just 1 point of damage. My power meter moves to 2. But it keeps my opponent from folding. And when you fold a blockchain brawlers, you get an extra card for the next round. So it's only 3 cards instead of 4. So that's why I took that particular tactic there. Round 2. Try a 7-3 flex here and see what happens. Against a 1. With a bet of 3, hope my opponent folds. It's a fold, alright. So I'll deliver 4 points of damage, the flex doubling my power meter of 2, as far as the damage dealt in the round. My power meter for the next round moves from a 2 to a 5, as you can see it's already been updated. 1 point boost for winning the round, an additional 2 point bonus for winning with a 3 played. By folding, my opponent has 4 cards. Here for round number 3, I lead 25-20. Pretty strong here with a 6-7. This is Blockchain Brawlers first round tournament action, the second of 2 tournaments taking place today. Against a 6. I mean, I would lose to 6-8. But anything else, I'd beat. Bet of 3. Bet of 1 by my opponent. You can call my bet of 3 or fold. It's a fold. Interesting. I'll deliver 5 points of damage, which that tells me it wasn't a 6-8 opposite in all likelihood. Although, I mean, the problem is going in for a bet of 3. Even if we'd pushed the round, that's still taking a lot of damage. So there might be a case to be made for that, but I'm thinking that's not what it was there. 3 cards for me, 5 cards for my opponent, round 4. Pause to take a sip of water. I'll play a 4-1 flex. I'll probably fold this. Against a 7, I will, in fact, fold this and beat a 4 cards for the next round. Get that extra card in Blockchain Brawlers when you fold in a given round. Bet of 3 with a 7 showing 7-8. Very strong hand, but the power meter determines the damage dealt out in a given round of Blockchain Brawlers, and it's just 1 point of damage there. 1 point boost for the next round for winning that particular round, but it's now 24-15. I still have a sizable lead. Power meter is 6, now 4 cards for round number 5. 5 cards for my opponent, though. Play a 5-1 flex in a probable fold. We'll see what the setup card is for my opponent. I've got that power meter to protect. Against a 2. Let's go with a bet of 3, knowing that the risk of calling it, that's not a flex, and it gets called, that's the match, and I advance in the tournament. Bet of 3. Fold. All right, it worked. Steal Justice time. 12 points of damage. My opponent's down to 3 health points. Clank of the steel chair. So I lead now 24-3. I lead 1-0 in this best of 3. This is the second matchup for best of 3. 6-6. Now my opponent's got 6 cards, so I have to keep that in mind. Against an 8. If that's truly 8-8, I'll take my chances with it. Otherwise, I'm going to be advancing in the tournament. Bet of 3, I'll call. I'm taking 6 points of damage and resetting my power meter if I'm wrong. So there is some risk to this, but I'm going to roll the dice here. 8-8, my goodness. Well, hold everything. It's the chop. So it's 18-3. I've still got the lead, but my power meter got reset to 1. My opponent's got a power meter of 3. Five, 8. Against a 6. Bet if I would lose to 6-8. If it's 6-7 or less, it's either a push. It'd be bet 3 points of damage that way, and I'd win the match. Let's do it. Bet a 3. I have 5-8. My opponent's got a 6 and a what? 6-4. I win the match here in round 7 and advance in the tournament. Yeah, it's a good point there, Dr. Zeus. And again, I'm on a 90-second delay with the broadcast here, so please keep that in mind with my responses. They won't be as timely necessarily due to that. But yes, you can have a very strong hand, but the power meter determines the damage dealt out. And that, to me, is one of the unique features of blockchain brawlers. And I thought about it, I was like, well, if this is so good, why hasn't it been in a game before? And the reality is it's tough to calculate that on the fly unless you have some sort of a computer system to do it. So it works out very well with this. So give me a moment, please, and I'll see if I can get the tournament tree pulled up, and we'll see what's next for me as I advance to the next round of the tournament. Okay. So here's the tournament tree. It doesn't show it yet, but I've advanced to the second round. Victorious over Buzz King 2-0. So apparently I'll face the winner of Brichter and JP66 in round 2. The winner of that will face the winner of Koi Fish. What's that? Crack Neck Nork? Winner of that one. I think that's how it works. Or we meet up at the top. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. I'll worry about that if and when I get to that point. So I've made it to at least this part of the tournament, round 2. I guess I'd face on the top side there. Only Abrek has advanced. Only Abrek's a solid player. So are Nemo and Butte, 2 really good players matched up there. Deadly Diamond, glad that Deadly got in. I know that there was some confusion for Deadly with that earlier tournament. Or there's some sort of issue, whatever reason, Deadly wasn't in that one. Deadly is listed here in this, so... Deadly against So High 954. And that winner faces Faulkner. That's what we're looking at right now. Thank you. Thank you. I'm paranoid about typing things in chat when I'm playing blockchain brawlers because of the delay. I've been doing enough streaming with Warsake and Blitz that I get used to not having a delay, so I don't ever want to come across as being like unsportsmanlike if I don't put good game right away. But that's more out of an abundance of caution. So I'm going to go ahead now and pull up on my streaming computer so you don't see this part, but I'll. Okay. Oh, I leveled up in Discord. There's so many things with Discord that I just simply don't understand. But that concept I get. So we're waiting to find out. Let me see. Did I not type it in here? Okay, so I guess I should put, let's see, Lou, or NashvilleLou wins 2-0. Okay, it's already typed in there. Never mind. I want to seem like a jerk typing it in there. Again, for the record, I won that first round match. That's not what I'm going for. So I'll wait here on this screen, pull up my broadcasting computer for a moment. But really, the important information is going to be on who's going to come out of that second bracket right there between Brichter and JP66. I guess while we wait for that, I'll go ahead and show again for anybody that missed it earlier, the results from the earlier tournament. You had to pick between one of the two. And so Ilea was victorious over Buddha in the finals. 2 very good players. I think this is a good representation of some of the long-time skill players in blockchain brawlers, the way this one played out. Lufac, of course, blockchain pain. They got a final 4 there for people have had success in blockchain brawlers in the past. Thank you, Dr. Zeus. I'm greatly appreciative to your patience with me. Some of the technology with this stuff is still a learning process for me, but you've done an awesome job helping to get everything set up, so I greatly appreciate that. So again, though, congratulations to Ilea. This is the earlier tournament. Just showing the standings there. This is on BlueMint's website, bluemint.com, BLUMINT.com. Trying to jostle the screen too much too fast. We'll bring this back up. Yeah, make sure I responded in the proper place. So here's what it's lining up to be for this tournament. I've made it to round 2. I'll face the winner of Brichter and JP66. And I'll be coming up here fairly soon, I think. I imagine they might have waited till top of the hour, but we were pretty close to it by the time my feed's on a 90-second delay anyway, so if we end up starting a few seconds before top of the hour with ours, it still should be pretty close. However, excuse me, I take a drink of water. By the same token, if it goes best of 3, and go 3 matches, then obviously that would take up more time than the 2 matches for myself and Buzz King. So a better draw for Koi Fish and Crack Knacknork down the bottom side, but I don't think I would face any of those players until the final. I think that's the way it lines up. I mean, that's the way the lines move, so I'm fairly sure. So only Abrak advanced to round 2, faces the winner between... I would love to see this match. I wish I could do a live look-in. Maybe someday. But Nemo taking on Butte. Faulkner awaits the winner of Deadly Diamond and So High 954. Wait for that next song to kick in. So this is NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition. This is a single elimination tournament. Rounds 1 and 2 are best 2 out of 3. The semifinals and final will be best 3 out of 5. Some nice prizes to the top finishers. And more than anything, I'm very grateful to Blue Mint for having this as a tournament that you can look at online. You don't have to log into Discord. I mean, I think I've ranted about Discord at times, but Discord actually works very well in conjunction with what Blue Mint does. They do a very good job of setting you up to talk with the person you're about to play against. And so in that case, I think Discord is very much a positive, because you can also see the tournament brackets outside of Discord, which means search engines can see this, which is huge. I think so many games in general, but particularly on the Web3 side, I think they sometimes suffer as far as exposure goes because so much is on Discord. Google never sees it. Bing never sees it. DuckDuckGo never sees it. So that's, again, a matter of opinion, but I will admit that there are ways Discord can be very helpful with communication in a tournament. So I think this is a very good representation of that. The next broadcast of NashvilleLou Live will be tomorrow, so Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. NashvilleLou Live with Warsaken Blitz. Last Thursday, I closed the queue, and it took more than 3 hours to finish the broadcast. And I'm incredibly grateful for that, because there are some people that are very much supportive in the Warsaken community, and people that were willing to wait a long time to play. And so things that I hadn't contemplated, like, oh, what happened? I'm going to try F5ing this browser here. So give me a second, please. I think I have to. Well, you don't have to take this out of a full screen to do that. I just want to make sure it's updated, because earlier for me, sometimes it was showing the updates and it wasn't. I'm taking on Brichter, so that's why I'm glad I did that. Okay. So Brichter, victorious over JP66. Brichter is really good. So this is going to be a challenge. All right. And we have 2 new mentions, which means right here. Great. But say hello. So let's say I'm ready for a match at the moment. Need to take a break. That sounds great. So I think we'll try like a match 1 here against Brichter. 1 match, then a short break. Question marks. I'll be ready to take a break as well at that point, probably. Okay, so this should be good. We'll get things going here in a second with Brichter. Again, 2 out of 3 matches, 2 out of 3 falls, if you want to talk it in wrestling terms here for round 2. I could scroll up a little bit more so you can see the round by round, but you can see the important part there. There's me with my non-smiling photo from the... It looked out of place if I had a smiling photo with a Warsake and Be Right Back screen, so I just kept that look. My serious... I got broadcasting glasses on in that photo. You know I mean business when I got those specs on. So I'll go ahead and bring up the slate. I'll switch over to Blockchain Brawlers. I'll bring the slate back down. And let me see here. Okay, Brichter says actually 1 sec, which is fine. Actually, that gives me a chance to... I don't have to always use Big Blue. The El Luchador Johnny Butterfinger. We can switch it up. For a limited time, they have a lot of different options as far as brawlers go in the game. Normally, you don't have anywhere near this kind of selection. So for people that are new to this, a great chance to jump in. Well, let's go with the Caliente Chromo Luchador Rusty. That guy. Oh, no, I'm about to type in. 1 second, please. Okay. So Brichter needs a couple of minutes, which is fine. Go ahead with that. I'm going to take just a brief break. 2 minutes tops. I'll be right back, and then hopefully Brichter will be ready soon after that, and we'll get things going again with this tournament. And I guess really, yeah, I can bring up the slate, but I'll bring up the tournament tree as well. Yeah, we'll be able to do that. Now, if I did this right, you'll see, aha. Okay, so I'm going to type BRB, be right back. So I'm going to leave this up in lieu of the slate. I'll have the tournament tree. So if there are any other updates, we have 7 of the 8 in there. Only Abrak against Butte, Goyfish against Crack, we already knew about, and Faulkner's waiting on the winner of So-So against Deadly Diamond. So we'll get things going here with Brichter in just a couple of minutes. Give Brichter a little extra time to get ready, and then we'll get things going here with this next round of the tournament. This is the second of 2 tournaments today for Blockchain Brawlers. So back in just a couple minutes. Stay tuned. Okay. So Brichter asking for a little bit more time, saying it'll keep me updated. So for the moment, waiting word on who's going to win between Only Abrak and Butte. I was thinking about it, and I said, well, actually, we should be okay as far as timing goes with the buys. Whereas with Koifish and Crack, they both had first round buys, so they've had now close to a half hour, I would think. I'm not sure when they actually got started, but that would be reasonable to think. Point being, if it takes a little bit extra time for us to get going against Brichter, that's okay. We're not, Only Abrak and Butte both had first round matches as well. Although, obviously, with this tournament, we want to do it in a timely manner. So that's the challenge with any sort of tournament. Try and work around people's schedules, real life stuff, etc. And then still get to enjoy a great game. Tell you, when I ran to that 8-8 from Buzz King in the second match, I was concerned. Like, oh no. Until you have a win locked in and secured in Blockchain Brawlers, it's not a given that you're going to win a match. But I was fortunate to be able to hang on and get the victory there. So I'll be taking on Brichter here in just a little bit, and they'll be the winner of my matches against Brichter 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 as well for Only Abrak against Butte. And that'll set up that top semifinal matchup, at which point it becomes best 3 out of 5. The same is true for the finals. So, as far as first round matches go, the only one left we're waiting to find out about is So-So against Deadly Diamond. As best I can tell here. I haven't hit a refresh in a minute. Maybe I should. I don't know why it says Twitter is blocked. It doesn't make any sense to me. But that's okay, because I can get this information here. And there we see Deadly Diamond has advanced. Koifish beat Crack. So Koifish is in the semifinals. Koifish will face the winner of Deadly Diamond and Faulkner. That's the bottom half of the bracket. Top half, just a moment here. I'll get things started against Brichter. So we go 2 out of 3 falls. Winner of our matchup faces the winner of only Abrac and Butte. So that's the way the tournament's looking at the moment. Let me check back in over here. Brichter is typing, so we'll make things going here in just a moment. This tournament tree you're looking at is on blumint.com. That's BLUMINT.com. Many thanks to AtomicHub, to Wax, Blockchain Brawlers for making this tournament possible. We'll have another tournament coming up before too long for Blockchain Brawlers. If that limited time, I finished 3rd in the last tournament, which is why I had that national championship belt again. Let's see. Well, Brichter says to me another 15-20 minutes. The problem is that I might be okay with it, but I don't know if only Abrac or Butte the winner of that. I don't know. So I'm not quite sure what to say. Richter's typing something else. Let me see here. Yeah, I understand. I want to be as flexible as possible. I understand somebody's trying to put their kids to bed. I understand. But by the same token, I don't. Let's see. Yeah, difficult during Pacific time zone dinner hour, but I understand. I'm sure the. We can wait that long. Tournament decision. I think. I don't mind waiting, but again, we're on a live stream, but I'll be covering this tournament whether I'm still in it or not until we get a winner. So we've got Koi Fish there in the semifinal round. That's a tough spike. I don't mind waiting, but even with a live stream, okay, we'll cover what we know as far as the tournament goes. But I mean, 15, 20 minutes, ... Because meanwhile, that's not fair to only Abrac and Butte if they have to wait a long time. I can't get their permission to that. They're playing a game right now. So you see the challenges with something like this. Luckily, for the most part, what you're going to find with these wax games and tournaments that you get a lot of people that are very reasonable usually. Brichter's a great opponent, so I mean, it's not really fair to get a win just by walkover, but that's, like, I don't think that should be my call. You know, because really it shouldn't be. Because I don't know what, you know, that's, so I'll let them make the decision, whatever they go with, I'm good with. Well, here's what we know about this late tournament. The early tournament, congratulations again to Ilea, victorious over Buddha in the finals of the tournament earlier today. This is the late window here. I mean, if they say okay, I'm fine with it. I know Brichter and I'll have some good matches, win or lose for me. Brichter says, if I forfeit, I want to rematch best of 3 on stream. But okay. Okay. That works for me. I mean, we had that specific window to get clocked in. We had a specific start time, and that's the challenge, is trying to, because I know, Brichter's a great player. It'd be a shame to get knocked out of the tournament by, due to time considerations. Like, I'm not good with best of one. That doesn't mean it's not fair to me. No, best of one won't work. No, it's just too much when you have one specific match of blockchain brawlers. So, let me look at the decision is to go best of one. I'll do whatever the tournament says for me to do. I don't want to be difficult about it, but look at what time it is now, 8:38, Nashville time. Just thinking of people on the East Coast of the U.S. These are all considerations. If they really want me to do best of one, okay, but I don't think that would be the right way. And it's tough. I want to be flexible as possible with this. Well, thank you, Brichter. Again, it feels like it's a bad beat as far as getting knocked out like this, but it's just the timing. I would not be happy if I got knocked out in the best of one in this situation here. And I wouldn't feel like Brichter got a fair shake either. There's a reason 2 or 3. We tried. If you remember the very early days of blockchain brawlers and some of those wacky early tournaments where it's best of one, you get just a really bad draw and your opponent's got 7 and 8s for days, and it's a done deal. Okay, so I'll advance past Brichter, but it's on paper only. It's Brichter, you and I'll play again sometime soon, pal. Yes, many thanks for putting on the tournament. I appreciate it. Again, I'll not try to be difficult with it. It's just best of one is not a fair shake there. Although it's not really fair for Brichter either to get knocked out like that, but Brichter's a good player. We'll meet again. We'll have a special on stream. We'll figure something out, so. It irks me not to have the word final properly on the screen there, but you have to adjust the screen just so much to get it to work. So, I advanced to the semifinal round. Again, this is 3 out of 5, and the reason for that being that way, as far as trying to get who's playing the best of that particular day. So right now it's only Abrek and Butte, 2 really good players facing off. And so it appears I'll face the winner of that matchup in the semifinal round to be 3 out of 5. On the other side, you got Koifish. Koifish had a bye. Koifish is really good. This isn't like false praise either. These people they've advanced for a reason. Deadly Diamond's a great player. I don't know if I faced Faulkner. But if Deadly advances, that's great. If Faulkner wins, that's a sign that a spot was earned there in the semifinal round. You can get past Deadly. So again, I'll refresh. Only Abrek. Okay. So again, this is a reason to go ahead and advance as far as getting things going for the next round because if we had to make Abrek wait for 15 extra minutes, is that fair to only Abrek? And that's the challenge. So that's going to be my matchup in the semifinal round. Taking on only Abrek. Okay. I keep leveling up here. I don't even know what that means on Blue Mint Discord. It throws me off. I'm afraid there's like another tournament window that's opened up. But in a moment here, I imagine I'll be advanced to face off with only Abrek. And then, again, like I mentioned earlier, I really like what Blue Mint is doing with this tournament, where you can look online and see, like on bluemint.com, and see the tournament tree and updates and all without having to log in anywhere. I think visibility is important for any game. This is a huge opportunity for any game that gets people to live stream it. If you have people that are playing it and having fun, legitimately having fun playing your game, I mean, that's the kind of real advertising you can't buy. Genuine emotion. So it's going to be a tough battle here in the semifinal round against Only Abrek. Looks like the box has popped up there. Aha. But hello. Many thanks. Appreciate that, Astral, with the information there in Discord. So it is best 3 out of 5 here against Only Abrek. Maybe I have to, well, I'll do it one better. Bring up the slate here for just a moment. Okay, so it has shown me as advancing. See that. So I'll switch back over to the game. Although actually I'm going to wait before I do that, because I want to make sure this game is, everything should be fine with the app. I'm going to restart it and start it again just to be on the safe side. So now we'll go back to the load screen here, and then I'll check to see if Only Abrek is ready. So Only Abrek has sent me a code, but thank you, reloading now. So we'll get things going here, this semifinal matchup. Best 3 out of 5. Here we go. So best 3 out of 5. Match number 1 starts round 1. 1-2. Ha ha ha. Wow, 1 against a 1. I can't fold against a 1. That wouldn't be right. Bet of 3 by Only Abrek. Okay, I will fold. 1-7. Okay, so it was the right decision after all. So I managed to dodge that Only Abrek 1-7 there, and I folded. And the difference with that is I get an extra card thanks to the fold. 25-24. Power meter 4 though for Only Abrek. So okay, let's try a 5-3 flex against a 7. I'll fold. That'll put me at 5 cards for the next round. Bet up 2 by Only Abrek. 7 showing. 7-8. 4 points of damage delivered. 25-20. Only Abrek has the lead. 3 cards for Only Abrek. Off the fold, 5 cards for me, but only a power meter of 1. Five, 6. When you face an 8 and your opponent only has 3 cards, quite often that's legit. I'm gonna fold. If that's a flex, then well done. See, 8 and 8. $25-15. I still took 5 points of damage, so hardy har. I'm down by 10. Power meter of 1, but I've got 6 cards. 3 cards for Only Abrek. Let's try a 6-3 flex. If I get called here and it's not a flex by Only Abrek, I'm in trouble. Take my chances. Bet of 2. Fold. All right. So it's only 2 points of damage, but winning with a 3 plate will boost my power meter from a 1 to a 4. So I trail 23-15. Power meter of 4 for me. By folding, Only Abrek gets an extra card for the next round and protected that power meter at 6. So that's still looming over there. All right, 6-8. Or 6-7. Against the 2. I anticipate a fold here by Only Abrek. Go with a bet of 1. See if I can trap with a bet of 1 here. Nope, it's a fold. So I'll deliver 4 points of damage. I'll still trail, but it'll be 19-15. Off the fold, Only Abrek's going to have 5 cards with the extra card for folding. And I'll still have 6. Got a 6 and an 8 that I can work with. See what else drops in. If things go haywire, I can fold and discard everything. Get that higher power meter over there. It's not outlandish. I think I could try something like a 6-1 flex here, maybe. Against a 5. It's risky. Bet of 2. Fold. It worked. 10 points of damage. Mace in your face. Take a 15-9 lead. All right, 15-9. I've got the lead. Power meter 8. 6 points, or 6 cards for my opponent. 6 cards for me. A power meter of 6 for my opponent, so that can't be overlooked. If it went to a bet of 3 and I had the weaker pair, that would be the match. Against a 5. Wonder if Abrek would come in for a bet of 1. Let's see. Bet of 1. Bet of 3. I'm going to win the match right here and go up 1-0 in this best of 5. 7-8 beats the 5-8. That's the match. All right, good game, only Abrek. So I lead 1-0. We'll get things going here in just a moment with match number 2. This is Blockchain Brawlers, NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition. So here's, I want to peek in on my live broadcast. Because if I had, even now, if I were to type something in chat, I would spoil the finish. But again, there's the value of that 90-second delay. That peace of mind. If somebody beats me legit, I want to know it. And there are some people that can beat me legit on a regular basis in this game. Okay, I got the code here, but thank you. We'll go with the base paint and tassels, Scotty. Got the code here for only Abrek. Here we go. So only Abrek sticking with the original Rusty Klutz as far as his brawler. Round 1. Start as strong as I can here with the opening 3, 4, 6. Against a 1, so I've got it for sure. Bet of 1. See if I can get only Abrek to come in for at least that. It's a fold. All right, so it's 1 point of damage. I'll take a 25-24 lead. My power meter moves to 2 for round 2. By folding, only Abrek gets an extra card, so 4 cards for only Abrek, 3 cards for me. With a 2 and 2, this would beat any flex. A flex where your first card, your setup card, has a higher number than your second card, the slam. Non-flexing hand always beats a flexing hand. Against a 6, I'm going to fold. So by folding, I'll be at 4 cards for the next round, taking a chance here that it might be a flex, but I'm not going to challenge it with a 2-2. Bet of 2 by only Abrek. 6-7, not a flex. So strong cards, and it was a bet of 2, but only 1 point of damage delivered. That bet of 2 only works if I actually bet 2 as well. Otherwise, it's just the single bet. In that case, just 1 point of damage. We're tied at 24. We each have 4 cards. I lead 1-0 in this best of 5, round 3. 5-3 flex. Against a 4. Bet of 2, hope that only Abrek folds. Fold, all right. It'll be 4 points of damage with a flex. Winning with a 3 play will boost my power meter from a 2 to a 5. However, only Abrek by folding now has 5 cards. I have 4 for round number 4. 3-4. Got that higher power meter to protect. Against a 7. I'll fold to be at 5 cards for the next round. Bet of 3 by only Abrek. 7 showing. Is it a flex? It is a flex, 7-3. So a well-timed flex by only Abrek. 4 points of damage. We're tied at 20. We'll each have a power meter of 5, and we'll each have 5 cards here for round 5. We'll lead 1-0 in our best 3 out of 5 matchup here in the semifinal round. $3-8. Yee special. Against a 3. Bet of 2. Let's see what happens. Fold. Wow. Right decision there by only Abrek as it worked out. That 8 waiting there as the slam card. I lead 20-15. I've got a power meter of 8. If I flex and only Abrek folds, that's the match and I win. But there'd be considerable risk in doing that. Instead, here I'll play a 4 and 4. This would beat any sort of a flex, and I might run into that here. Against a 6. It might be a flex, but I'm going to fold and get to 6 cards. Protect my power meter. Bet of 1 by only Abrek, so it's not a flex. 6-8. I mean, it could be, but very rarely. Normally, if you see a bet of 1, it's more often than not, it's not a flex. Similar idea trying to reset the power meter. If I would have been inclined to go in for at least a bet of 1. All factors into it in this Blockchain Brawlers game. 7-8. Against a 5. Bet of 2. If only Abrek calls me or bets 2 or 3, I'll win the match. Bet of 2. I'm going to win the match right here in round 7. 7-8 beats the 5-7. That's going to put me up 2-0 in our best of 5 semifinal. Doomsday Pile Driver. And that's the match. Good game. Only Abrek. Okay. But again, this is best 3 out of 5, so still more to be done here in this semifinal round. Bring the slate up for just a moment. I do a quick peek in on the tournament. We're still waiting on a winner between Deadly Diamond and Faulkner. Winner of that faces Koi Fish, so update on that. All right, I've got the code. So I lead 2-0 in this best 3 out of 5. Use Mike Yellerbelly with the Road Warriors looking spikes. Here we go. All right, this is match number 3. Okay. So I lead 2-0 in this best of 5. Not great options to start with here. Go with a 3-4. It's the best I have with what's there against a 6. Let's challenge it. Bet of 1. I'm saying this is a flex. The second card lower than a 6. Bet of 3. It was a flex. I was correct. That's 3 points of damage. So a nice start for me there. 25-22 lead. Power meter of 4 for winning the round with a 3 played. People that have been watching me for a while know my credo when it comes to this. Seldom flex, seldom fold in round 1. Round 2, a different matter, but I've got that power meter to protect right there. 4. I'll play a 1-2. This would beat any flex. So if I really sensed a flex, I could go in against it, but that power meter there makes that risky. So I'll fold to go to 4 cards for the next round. Bet of 3 by only Abrek with a 6 showing. 6-3 flex. So in fact, I should have challenged it there as it turns out, but I didn't. 2 points of damage. Cuts my lead to 23-22. Power meter goes to 4 for only Abrek for winning the round with a 3 played. So similar spots for us. 3 cards for only Abrek. 4 cards for me off the fold. 5-1 flex. Against a 2, a likely fold there. I'm hoping. Maybe that's wishful thinking. Sell it big with a bet of 3. Fold, all right. So that's going to be a flex and thus 8 points of damage, doubling my power meter. So the red and black chroma shoulders and spikes. Mike Yellerbelly takes flight against Rusty Klutz. Round 4, I lead 23-14, power meter 7. If I flex and only Abrek folds, that's the match and I win. So there's that to consider. I'm going to play 2-3. Against a 4, which is interesting. I'm going to fold. Then it'll put me at 5 cards for the next round. Bet of 1 by only Abrek. 4-8. Okay. Well, it's 4 points of damage. Cuts my lead to 19-14. I lead 2-0 in this best 3 out of 5 semifinal matchup. This tournament put on by AtomicHub, Blue Mint, Wax, Blockchain, Brawlers, NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition. 6-4 walk-off flex for the win? Question mark. Bet of 2. It's a fold. I win the match here in round 5, and I'm going to advance in the tournament. Okay, so I feel very fortunate to win 3 straight falls over only Abrek. Only Abrek's an excellent player. That's not going to happen very often for only Abrek, so I feel fortunate to get to this spot here. So let me get to the tournament tree. Let's see how things are shaping up here. You know, for all the tournaments that I've been in with Blockchain Brawlers, and I've done well in a lot of them, I've never won. I've never actually won a tournament with Brawlers. So I'll bring the slate up. You see there my collection of previous belts, but that's not the Metaverse Championship belt. But that's a different tournament series altogether. So, okay. I'm going to bring up the tournament tree, and we may have a bit of a wait if this is accurate. So let me get to that. Let's scroll. Try to get the thing centered a bit better. There we go. Okay, so here's what we're looking at right now. I beat only Abrek 3-0 to advance to the finals. I'll face the winner of whoever comes out between Koi Fish and the Deadly Diamond Faulkner match winner. See if I can post now in Twitch chat, or if I'm still, yeah, there we go, the winner. Good game. Writing about myself in the third person. All right, so I won 3-0, advanced to the finals. So, an interesting spot here. I mean, it's going to be tough, whoever I face. Like, I don't know if I've faced Faulkner, I don't remember it. But if Faulkner can get past Deadly Diamond and Koi Fish, that's good enough to sell me on being a quality opponent there for the finals. So we'll wait on that. Thank you, Dr. Zeus. I appreciate that. Thank you. And again, thank you so much for all the assistance you provided here with Game Fest and these tournaments. It's been so much fun. I think this is such a great way to spotlight various games. And especially with Blockchain Brawlers, very happy to have this where people can watch the matches and see the tournament tree and see how it all works out. So again, for my broadcast schedule, my next broadcast will be tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, back with Warsake and Blitz. And I didn't think I was going to need to have an answer for questions like, what happens if you have more than 13 people in your queue? That was not what I expected at all. And I have many thanks to the Warsaken community who's been very supportive with me with these live streams. Tonight, playing Blockchain Brawlers, another community with some great people, made the final. Now, that's with a giant asterisk. And while I did have a first round matchup, Brichter wasn't able to compete. And he had to put his kids to bed. I get that. That goes first, you know? So we'll play another time, Brichter. But luckily for me, I was able to get past Only Abrek in 3 straight matches. Again, that's not going to happen most times against Only Abrek. So I feel fortunate with that. On the other side, I got Koi Fish, and then the winner of Deadly Diamond and Faulkner. That's what we're looking at right now. So it's funny. When I go into tournaments like this, I try not. This is an unusual spot for me because normally when I'm a broadcaster, I'm talking about what other people are doing. I'm not talking about myself. I'm trying to get everybody else over. In a manner of speaking. Trying to talk up the positives. What are the strengths? What are the weaknesses? If you're giving an honest assessment, that sort of thing. When you're describing what you're doing while you play, it's a different experience, and I enjoy that. I mean, I've been blessed to have so many opportunities to call sports through the years. I do something I love. It's great. Still enjoy it now. But this is a different kind of fun because I'm competing in it as well as covering it, so it's a different experience. But I think it's a natural extension. As I mentioned before as well, the novelty probably will never wear off for me of being able to broadcast for free around the world from my home and have it be in this high quality. That's as much as I was bullish on the future of the internet back in 1995, and you can look online, there's a video of me talking about it, December of 95. But I didn't see this happening. So, I'm enjoying it, to be sure. Thank you there, Rexy, on that, so thank you. All right. So I'll bring the slate up here for a moment. I was very pleased, not to jinx it for the final, but I was very pleased with the connect code as far as the way it seemed to cooperate in the matches there against Only Abrek. There were some issues with that last week. We were testing it out, so glad it's working now. We got it set up. So here's the latest as far as the tournament tree. I'm on to the finals. They haven't put it in there quite yet, but even if they had, it would be a bit of a wait since we're waiting for the winner of Deadly Diamond and Faulkner to play against Koi Fish, best 3 out of 5. Well, for the moment, I'll go ahead and, for people that missed it earlier, we'll go over what happened in the first tournament today. There were 2 tournaments for Blockchain Brawlers today. The earlier one saw Ilea beat Buddha in the finals. 2 really good players. So you see the way that layout there was earlier. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. So hopefully they'll get the victory here in the finals, but it may be a little bit before I find out who I play. But again, to recap from earlier, the semifinal round, Buddha over Blockchain Pain in 5 sets up to that 5th fall. Whereas Ilea was on a roll. Look at that. I mean, now it says 2-1 Brichter, but I don't quite know how that worked. I'm not sure. I don't have an explanation for that. But whatever the case, Ilea over some solid competition to get the win. That was from earlier today in Blockchain Brawlers. And so here in the later one, I'm in the finals. We know Koi Fish is a semi-finalist. We know the winner of Deadly Diamond and Faulkner will be the other semi-finalist. And so we wait for that. So what I'm going to do now is take a break. I'm going to keep the stream going live. We'll have the tournament tree up. And then when I have more information to pass along, when I have a closer idea of when we're going to go live, I'll let you know. I really don't think it's a good idea to jump into MMR right now. I prefer to just get focused on the finals. Now, if there's enough time to in between, we can always figure something out. But again, I want the tournament to be the focus as much as possible, and I'm lucky enough to be in the finals, so happy about that. Okay, all right, so I want to set this right here, take a bit of a break. We're going to keep the stream live. If there are any pertinent updates, I'll bring them to you as soon as I have them. And then we'll have more information here in just a little bit. This is NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition. I've made it to the finals. We'll find out here in just a little bit who I'll be facing there. Stay tuned. Okay, so here we go. It's about time to go to the finals. Koi Fish has advanced to the finals. Try to get that music level just right with the background music. So Koi Fish has already sent me a code. We're going to get things going here in just a moment. I'll bring the slate up for just a moment here as I switch scenes. This is NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition. Tournament presented by AtomicHub, Wax, BlueMint.com. Many thanks to BlueMint. Many thanks to everybody at AtomicHub that's helped out with this. Game tonight is Blockchain Brawlers. We're in the finals. It's going to be best 3 out of 5. Gone ahead and restarted my app just to be on the safe side. It's been sitting there for a while. Make sure everything's good to go with that. And we're going to try this code out in just a minute. Good luck. Here we go. I will switch my brawler real quick. Somebody different in there. With the El Luchador version of Barry Greenhorn. I've got the code provided to me by Koi Fish. So this is best 3 out of 5. Match number 1. Here we go. So best 3 out of 5 here in the finals. Round 1, start as strong as I can with a 3-5. Against the 3. I would lose to 3-6 or higher. 3-5 would be a push. I'd beat anything else. Bet 1. Bet a 3 by Koi Fish, which I will call. Let's see what Koi Fish has. 3-8. So the Yi special, 3 points of damage. 25-22 lead for Koi Fish. Winning with a 3 play. Boost the power meter from a 1 to a 4 for Koi Fish. Round 2. 3 cards apiece. With that power meter to protect, I'm going to take a chance here. That 6-1 flex. Against a 4. Hope for a fold. Bet a 2. Fold. All right. So it's just 2 points of damage. But winning with a 1 played, it's going to boost my power meter from a 1 to a 4. So I trail 23-22. 4 cards for Koi Fish. The extra card off the fold. 3 cards for me. 1-2. This would beat any flex. We each have 4 on our power meter, so it's not outside the realm of possibility. Oh, against a 3. I'm going to fold. So I'll be at 4 cards for the next round. Bet a 3 Koi Fish, 3 showing. 3-1 flex. Oh my goodness. The darkest of hands. A 3-1. Oh. What timing there for Koi Fish. Power meter a 9. 23-14. Koi Fish with the lead. 4 cards, Koi Fish. 4 cards for me. Eight 1 flex. Against a 7. Bet a 2. Bet a 1 by Koi Fish. If I get called here, unless that's a flex of 7-1. Absent that, Koi Fish is going to win match 1 in 4 rounds. 7-8, that's the match. All right, that's the match. Good game, Koi Fish. So Koi Fish takes match number 1, leads our best of 5 series, 1-0. All right. Give me just one moment, please. We'll get things going with match number 2. Oh no, was I muted? Oh. So I did that commentary for that entire match, and you had nothing but Nat sound. That is one of the downsides to being a one-man production machine. Sometimes things like that happen. Well, you saw a very exciting match there. Koi Fish gets the win, goes up 2-0. And that's another problem with running on delay. Somebody tells you your mic's muted. If I hear that right away, no problem. If I see that 90 seconds later, there's the delay. So, congratulations, Koi Fish wins, but it's not over yet. Koi Fish leads 2-0 in our best of 5, so I need to win 3 in a row. Otherwise, Koi Fish will win the tournament. All right, good game. Okay. There's no problem. If you need time. Okay. Well, I got the code here from Koi Fish. We may go ahead and get this going. I don't want to catch him unawares. I can't believe I had my mic muted for that. That's very disappointing, but... Oh, and I started typing into the Discord chat as opposed to the room code. Giving me heartburn, Koi Fish says. That's funny. Well, it's... But you've won the matches. Okay, good. Only kidding. That's the challenge sometimes, communication by a text, where sometimes things that are meant in a joking manner aren't seen that way. Join. There's that extra. I'm going to double click it there. So remember, I'm down 2-0, but if I win 3 in a row, I'll be able to come back. Otherwise, Koi Fish wins the tournament. 3-7. Against a 1, so I've got it for sure. Bet of 1. Let's see what Koi Fish does. Bet of 1. So at least I prevented Koi Fish from folding. 1-6 loses to the 3-7. Like, there's no difference as far as the damage delivered if Koi folds there or doesn't. But the reason you play it that way, if you fold, you get an extra card for the next round. So by preventing that fold, Koi has 3 cards, not 4. That's the thought process there. Got a power meter of 4. 3-7. Did this work? It might, against only 3 cards over there. Bet of 3. Let's see what happens. Bet of 1 by Koi Fish. You can call my bet of 3 or fold. It's a call. 3-8. Oh, no. Brutal. So that resets my power meter. It's been that kind of series here against Koi Fish. I bring a 3-7, Koi brings a 3-8. That's the way it's felt. So Koi Fish leads 2-0. Reset my power meter, leads 24-22. Power meter of 4 over there. My power meter is at 1. 3-6. Bet of 1. Bet of 2. That's 8 points of damage. If it's 7-7 or 7-8, Koi wins the round. And it very well might be, but I'm going to challenge it here. Bet of 2. 7-8. Yikes. 8 points of damage. I'm not muted this time. I had to check here again. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not. No. I'm not swearing here. All right. But, no. That's not it at all. Look, I don't want to cost myself any gigs. There are schools that don't want me swearing and doing their broadcast, which I get. All right. I turned to the darkest of times, the 3-1 flex against a 3. Oh, can I pull this off? The 3-1. Bet of 2. Bet of 3. And I can't, I would lose the match, even if it's 3-1 opposite me. I have to fold it. 3-4. My goodness. So Koi Fish is in control, a 24-9 lead. Koi Fish leads 2-0 in our best of 5 series. I'm going to try and turn it all around like I'm a Yoshi-Hashi here. 24 for Koi Fish, 9 for me. I've got to reset that power meter. 6-8. Against a 1. That's probably going to be a fold. Bet of 1, fold, yeah. Afraid of that. Okay, so 1 point of damage. 23-9. By folding, Koi Fish gets an extra card for the next round. 6-8's a strong pair, but that power meter is what determines the damage dealt. I didn't have a 3 or a 1 to pair with it there. So same predicament, that power meter, not any less strong at this point. 7-4 flex against a 4. Hope that's a fold for Koi Fish. Bet a 3. Fold, all right. So it's 4 points of damage. I'm still very much in a tough spot here, but trying to fight my way out of it. 19-9. Koi Fish with a lead. Power meter 8 for Koi Fish. 5 cards for Koi Fish now off the fold. 4 cards for me. These pair of 2s over here clogging up the works. I doubt a 5-1's going to fold Koi Fish here. If Koi Fish were to flex and I folded, that would be the match. But I don't think that's going to happen here. Against a 7. And maybe if I'm wrong and Koi Fish beats me with a flex, then so be it. Folding the pair of 2s. Give me the 5 cards if there is a next round. Let's see. Koi Fish, bet of 2. Is it a flex? 7-8, not a flex. But I'm down to 1 health point. 19-1. I trail 2-0 in this best of 5. But I do have that power meter of 3. Off the fold, I have 5 cards for round number 8. The problem is when you're down to 1 health point, you can get challenged with impunity. But maybe there's a chance here. 5-1 flex. Maybe Koi's just looking to fold. Well, this is probably going to be it. Bet a 3. But if Koi doesn't fold here, then that's going to be the match. That's all there is to it. Bet a 3. $6-8, that's the match. And that's the tournament. Koi Fish wins. And the flower there. That's the match. Good game. Koi Fish wins 3-0. 3 straight falls for Koi Fish in the final. So Koi Fish wins the tournament. I take 2nd place. Peeking on my, again, on a 90-second delay with the live stream. I'm mad at myself, not even for losing. I'm mad that I had my microphone muted for that entire match. I mean, I lost the match. It's not like I had some sort of valuable insight that helped me to win, but from a storytelling standpoint, it's a part of it. So I'm watching it play, but still not to it yet. I mean, the 90-second delay is that long for a reason. You have to have enough time so that, and maybe that's not even enough time. I've heard it argued that maybe it's not, but I'm not willing to go past 90 as far as that goes. So, okay, I'm seeing the finish there of Koi Fish. So Koi Fish wins. Congrats to Koi. Thank you. I mean, I was lucky that it was a really rough break for Brichter to have to bow out of the tournament. But there were people that had first round buys, so try and balance that out. But no doubt about the way it turned out. Koi Fish with a decisive 3-0 win over me in the final. So congratulations to Koi Fish. I'm still happy about. Second place comes quite a bit as far as the prize haul goes. So I'm very happy about that. I feel like in some ways I've undersold that, but I've been dialed in on the tournament and trying to explain, because I know a lot of people watching may not have seen any blockchain brawlers before. I've been trying to get people up to speed on that. This game is a lot of fun. And when you really have it set up to have one after another with different opponents especially, you can have a lot of fun. And you saw here how competitive this tournament was. And there definitely is some skill to it. But in this case, Koi Fish able to get the best of me there. Winning 3 in a row, winning the tournament. All right, so Koi wins. And I'm not sure if the tournament tree, it doesn't really matter now. We know Koi's got the victory, but I am curious. So at least give me just a moment to see if I can pull that up. I'm not sure if it's being updated right now. I mean, the tournament just ended, so I don't know, but I will give it a look before I wrap it up. Yeah, okay, it's got the information, so that's a good thing. Presuming I can pull it up on the right screen. There we go. So there you see it. So I was wondering how it played out. So Deadly Diamond beat Faulkner. So I didn't see any of these results before we got to the finals. That's why I was being very vigilant with the Blue Mint Discord. And I was told to, keep a watch out and to be on standby. And so I'm glad I was. But Koi Fish, just too good. 3 in a row. I mean, Koi Fish, look at that. I mean, Deadly Diamond is really good. And Koi Fish won 3 of 4 to advance to the finals. Koi Fish beat me 3 in a row. Koi Fish is the winner of the late tournament. So congratulations, Koi Fish. Congratulations to Alea, who won the early tournament that took place earlier today. So we had a pair of tournaments for Blockchain Brawlers here on Blue Mint. Many thanks to Wax. Many thanks to AtomicHub. Blockchain Brawlers, Warsaken, everybody else. This Game Fest is still going on this week. You happen to have my specialties on back-to-back days. Great chance for me to get to talk to a lot of people and show off some of these fun games here on Wax. So a lot of positives with this. And while I'm disappointed I lost in the finals, I mean, there's no shame about it. Koi Fish is an excellent player. And again, Brichter and I will have a chance to rematch at some point. Brichter's really good, so again, I caught a huge break with that as far as Brichter having to bow out. But ultimately, Koi Fish victorious in decisive fashion, so congratulations to Koi Fish. Well, thank you, Buddha. And likewise, congratulations to you for making the finals as well. Went through the results there earlier. So some good competition here. I know some people tried out Blockchain Brawlers for the first time with this tournament, so I'm glad some new people got to check out the game. It's a lot of fun to play and a lot of fun to live stream, certainly. All right, so I'm going to bring the slate up here as I start to wind down for the conclusion of this broadcast, NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition. So again, thanks to Blue Mint, AtomicHub, Wax, Blockchain Brawlers, Warsaken, all of the other fine games that are part of Game Fest. This is the point where I'm going to go from participant and broadcaster to viewer. So a chance to see some other games being played that I'm not necessarily as much up to speed with. But that's another positive with Blue Mint. It's not just necessarily Wax that you get to see as far as other games go. And likewise, potential new players that might want to come in and play some of these great games on Wax. I've had so much fun playing and live streaming. So it worked out well as far as having the finals broadcast. Koi Fish gets the victory. Koi Fish wins the late tournament, beating me 3-0 here in the finals. So yeah, likewise, you were saying, Buddha, went 3-0 for you in the finals. Oh, Leia's a great player. So but again, the tournament was a lot of fun. This was not a best. That's a Blockchain Brawlers tournament. That's going to be coming up later this month. So I don't know how long I'm going to have that run with that national championship again. Much I'd like to think I can have belts to use in the game. My run of luck is going to eventually run out on that sooner or later. But I got the 4 that I've won this year. So while I haven't officially won a spot yet in that last tournament of the year, which would be top 32, if there's any way that somebody's going to have 32 other people ahead of me as far as the cumulative points, that would be quite the thing to see. So I feel pretty good about that, but obviously want to keep doing better. And runner-up here in this tournament, but had a lot of fun with this. Had a lot of fun yesterday with Warsaken Blitz. My next broadcast tomorrow, right here on Twitch, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And it's going to go on for several hours if things hold according to schedule with Warsaken Blitz. So that should be a lot of fun. As I noted before, last week, I closed the queue, and it took me more than 3 hours to get through it all because I don't want to rush anybody. And yet there are people that were willing to wait, and I appreciate that greatly. And we had some standby matches for the tournament yesterday. We had some fun with that. Things worked out after a little bit of difficulty there in the very beginning to get connected. We restarted the app, and got things going with Buzz King, and then no problems from there as far as the connect code. So I'm happy about that. And ultimately, though, Koi Fish gets the win. So congratulations, Koi Fish victorious. Ilea victorious earlier today. And the fun's are going to continue tomorrow with Game Fest. As I noted, I switched my mode from broadcaster, storyteller, participant to viewer. And the more people that I can watch live stream games, the better as far as getting ideas with other people. And just because I worked in TV for years doesn't mean I know everything when it comes to live streaming. I've learned so much from quote-unquote amateur broadcasters that have had ideas that have worked out great. And this is something that can continue to get better and continue to be fun. I think tournaments are ways to show off people having fun with games in a way that's not contrived, in a way that's very much, you can feel it and you can tell when it's real. And when you got some stakes on the line, you got tournaments, it's a lot of fun. So I appreciate everybody taking the time to check out this broadcast here tonight, NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition. That's it for this broadcast, NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. Thanks for watching. See you next time.